Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Musings on Law by Advocate Jayashree. This is in continuance with the series on the connection between law and dharma. Now I just came upon a very interesting say in the Kena Upanishad. I'll read the English translation so that all of us can understand it. That which is unexpressed by the word, that by which word is expressed, know that to be the Brahman and not this which men follow after here. Now, here what is written is the Brahman. Of course, all the Upanishads and the scriptures, all of these teach us how to reach Brahman and what exactly is Brahman. But let us not delve into spirituality now. Let us come back to the connection between law and dharma. That which is unexpressed by the word, that which is unexpressed by the word, that by which the word is expressed, know that to be the Brahman. Now, what we shall do is, we shall replace the word Brahman with whatever topic we want under law. This is very essential for a contract. All of you know about contract law. What does a contract? How should a contract be? How should it be drafted? Contract should be drafted in a very clear, precise manner. So, what does the contract law of contracts, what does it say? The basic, very basic tenet. As we can see in the Kena Upanishad, what is expressed is what has to be understood, and what is unexpressed cannot be understood. See, this is there as far as the Brahman is concerned. Whatever is unexpressed and whatever is the expressed word, know that to be the Brahman and not that which the world follows after this. Okay. Now here when we come to Contract Act, how should a contract be drafted? It should be very clear, it should be very precise. And whatever are the terms and conditions and contents of the contract, everything has to be expressed clearly in words. So we have covered the part where we say that words which are expressed is Brahman. Words which are expressed is a proper contract. Right? It is a valid contract, it's a legal contract, because one of the basic tenets of a contract drafting is being clear and precise. So therefore, what is the words which are expressed is a proper contract. Now what about the words which are unexpressed? If we look at the Kena Upanishad, for example, it says words which are unexpressed as well as those which are expressed. Both denote Brahman. Okay. Now comparing this with law, words which are described, which are expressed, of course leads to a valid contract, or it leads to a valid evidence, or whatever we want, whichever topic we are talking about. If we are clear and precise and express it in words, it has more value than those which are unexpressed by words. But even in law, as in spirituality, as in dharma, we see that whatever are the unexpressed words, some we call it as legal assumptions, legal presumptions. Presumptions by law, presumptions by fact. This is there in the evidence law, you can go through it also, but I am just giving it to you for general knowledge. There are certain presumptions under Evidence Act where it is given as legal presumptions. See, certain things are presumptions which are taken by the judge as according to law, under the law, and presumptions which are automatically assumed due to the facts. Okay, presumptions which are assumed due to law have validity, legal presumptions. So suppose I say I was there as an eyewitness to something, say probably a contract or even a crime for that matter. Okay, but let us not get into crime here, or we can use that also. Suppose I have been an eyewitness to a contract, I have signed on the contract, or I have been an eyewitness to some crime. Now, these are not expressed in words. Am I right? I am an eyewitness to a crime. Is it in words? No. It is just because I tell that I was there when the incident happened. So it is legally presumed that I am an eyewitness to the crime and I am called upon to give evidence before the judge. Right? So this is unexpressed by word. But just because I don't have anything in written, does it mean that I am not a valid witness? No, I am a valid witness. Because even those which are not expressed in words sometimes are presumed to be valid under law. Okay, it is under the Act, under the Evidence Act, we have this. Same way, even if I don't know about the particular agreement as a witness to the agreement or probably as a participant, active participant in the agreement or a contract, I still can be assumed, legally assumed to be a valid witness if I am aware of the contents of the particular, particular contract. For example, a contract is being entered into, okay, between two parties or two or more parties. Parties in the sense people or companies or partnership firms. Any entities, let us keep. Let us not. I will not use the word parties because it denotes various meanings. So, suppose two or more entities are getting into a contract, okay, and two witnesses are supposed to be there for every contract or agreement or what, unless it is of course digitally signed or whatever it is, digitally sent or digitally signed, or sometimes you have this contract, copyright reserved and all that. For general terms, public policies, general terms and conditions, privacy policies, all these are all there when we come to e-marketing. So in that case, we don't have a specific contract to sign. It is already there in the site, e-marketing sites. We just have to tick, I agree to the following conditions, right? So everything for that matter, all these things are active participations. You are either a witness or you are a participant, active participant, either as a witness or a party to the contract. Suppose I am neither a party to the contract nor a witness to the contract, but I am aware of the contents of the contract. Why? Because I am the one who is executing the contract. Right? Somebody else signs, someone above me, the boss, the superior signs the contracts. But it is we employees who do it. Okay, so I am aware of the contents of the contract. What exactly has to be done under the contract? I am aware of those contents of contract. Hence, it is legally presumed, though it is not expressed by words. It is unexpressed in words. Though it is unexpressed in words, I am still a valid witness in the dispute. If any dispute arises, I am still a valid witness. Why? Because I know the contents of the contract. So this is another connection between law and dharma. We will see you in another video. Thank you.